So I was at a friend's house way back when, probably 10, 12 years ago, and we were swimming and I was really drunk and I thought it would be funny to do a big old dive into the shallow end of the pool. And I'm a really good swimmer. Like I've doved, no, not doved. I've jumped into the shallow end of the pool many, many times in my life, and I have not hurt myself. But again, remember, I was drunk. So I jumped into the shallow end of the pool, or I dove headfirst into the shallow end of the pool. I didn't think it was going to be a problem, but I really honestly could have easily died or been paralyzed because I slammed my face right into the bottom of the pool. Like just slammed my face right into the bottom of the pool. And I I think I like blacked out for a second, but then all of my friends got really concerned because, I just hit my head on the bottom of the pool. And I'm about to put up the picture on the YouTube. And this is not the greatest picture of me. So I don't really want to put this up, but I think it's going to have some impact. But this is what I look like the next morning. And I look like a guy who has been through a little bit. And you can see that I scratched up my face. I have, they're not black eyes. They're just because I drank so much that I didn't have any color under my eyes. But I hit the ground, and I think my lucky stars that I never, ever, ever hurt myself worse. But this is the picture of someone who woke up the next morning after a bender and jumped into a pool and smashed his face into the bottom of the pool. And I say this and I bring this up and I put this picture up because I want people to be safe. I want people to realize that you could easily kill yourself when you're drunk and you're doing something that is kind of risky. It's not someone I'm not coming down on people for drinking because in my opinion, I can't drink. That doesn't mean everybody else can't drink. But I think people need to be more careful. And this whole thing with the Pittsburgh fan is what brought it up to me, or brought it up in my head. And people just don't realize how quickly things can change. This was a guy, I just put up the picture again on the screen. This was a guy from 10 years ago that was in the midst of, actually, I was coming down on my career a little bit of drinking because I only had about 2 years left before I stopped drinking. But this is a guy you can see in my eyes. I am not all there. And I don't have many pictures like this. I don't have many pictures of me as a drunk person because I was always hiding from the camera. So I wanted to show everyone because I think it's important for people to realize that things can end like that if you don't think and be careful. And I know I sound like an old guy right now, but I'm a guy who did many, many, many things that could have turned out way, way, way worse.